Good evening. How are you all doing tonight on this lovely Friday night? Ha ha ha. I was a little sleepy earlier, but I think I got some more energy now. Maybe. Maybe just a little bit. Yeah, I guess so. Well, but no, now none of us are alone because we're all hanging out here together on twitch.tv. Ha ha ha. Oh, it looks like the emotes that I uploaded earlier are not working yet. Wow. And my entire chat bar just got all screwed up. Well, no one's alone in Gamer World. That's right. Well, the chat, man, dude, Streamlabs is really like held together with duct tape, isn't it? What the fuck is this shit? It's like the Jet song. You're never alone. You're never disconnected. Is that how it goes? I was just listening to that song like a couple weeks ago. From West Side Story, the racist musical with like good songs. Did it, boys? We broke Streamlabs. Yep, and that's not that hard to do. It seems some of my alerts were just not working at all. Recently, like, it seems like the gift sub alert just does not work at all. But that's fine. Well, I don't know. I don't really know what else to say, so we might as well just start the game. Yeah, I've played this game quite a bit, so this shouldn't be too hard to finish in one session. I don't imagine. Fingers crossed. Have any of you played this before or seen it before? Pretty interesting game. Oh, I can turn off that. This, yeah, that's fine. Gay rat, hell yeah. If only they knew. Let's see. It's kind of obscuring my stream window, but that's fine. Might need to adjust the audio a little bit as we get started. I love this game. It's undeniably crusty as fuck. Like, I don't think that most people would really want to go through the trouble of playing this game, but I like it a lot. It's almost as old as I am. Okay, we're gonna begin a new game. As we begin, hello, Augersley. Welcome in. We have a choice between two characters, Emily and Edward Carnby. He is the main character of Alone in the Dark 2 and 3. He's the only playable character. So we're going to go with Emily for this one, just for the sake of variety. Glad to see they properly credited the best boys. What does that credit mean? I always see that in like movie credits and stuff. Like, what is it? If you pick Emily, you'll pay more attention. Pay more attention as you constantly think you're mentioning me. Oh yeah, you are Emily. Hello, Emily. Welcome. I want to set it up so that Discord pings. Ah, that's a good idea. Oh yeah, there is a Discord now. I forgot to mention this last time. If you want to join it, the link is in the about of the Twitch page. So I guess I don't know. I am not. I've never administered a Discord server before. I've literally only used one Discord server in my life, so I'm probably like the worst person to be operating that shit. But if you want to just come in there and hang out, like, you're welcome to. So, you know, there's a few people in there from the other day. But yeah, here we go.
The attorney's letter came as a deep shock to me. My Uncle Jeremy had died by his own hand. The coroner's report was unequivocal. He hanged himself in the loft.
You tried to find it yesterday but couldn't find it? It's kind of hard to see. Hold on. It's yeah, I always think about that line read like constantly. He hanged himself in the loft. If you look at my channel page, please don't start playing audio, please. Okay. It's on the right side where you see about Graphite Hello, and then there's the description. And then to the right of that, there's two little links that say Twitter and Discord. I really wish that those were a little easier to see, because they're kind of difficult to notice.
My initial surprise and distress past, I considered the news. It seemed clear that Derceto had exercised a thoroughly morbid influence on my uncle's mind. That creaking old mansion with its unusual tales, its secret library door, the ancient upstairs clock, all those occult books that my uncle could not resist reading in spite of his fragile nerves. Fate had pointed its finger. Derceto had trapped its prey. Mr. McCarthy, the family lawyer, suggested selling the old house. I immediately opposed the idea.
I could add them as panels or something. That's actually a good idea. I haven't really done too much with the panels yet. Take a look at somebody else's like profile and see how they've got it set up.
My duty is clear. I must go to Derceto. I tremble at the thought of those dark corridors, those brooding portraits. Yet I am convinced that Uncle Jeremy left a note, a letter of some kind explaining his fateful decision. I remember his voice saying, "Look at the piano, Emily. Look harder. Maybe the secret drawer will yield up an explanation." I have the feeling things will not be so simple. Life is a mystery containing more mysteries. Jeremy taught me that much.
Hell yeah.
Now is the time to confront the mysteries. Derceto is waiting for me. I pray that my fear is nothing more than the fruit of my imagination. Nothing will ever persuade me that my uncle was insane. But why did he, according to the police report, block the loft window with the old wardrobe?
Why indeed. Here we fucking go. This is a pretty short game. I think we should be able to finish this in one sitting. I hope so. I remember most of what you have to do in this game, but you know, I'm pretty forgetful. Yes. Oh, you weren't able to see it because it's not displayed on your tablet? That's like a extra good reason to put it in a panel then. I'm so sorry. I didn't want to post it on Twitter because people told me if you do that, then bots start joining, like porno bots. I don't want none of that. Wow, look at her face. I love the graphics in this game so much. You don't see too many games like this that use like two-dimensional, like pixel art backgrounds with like 3D characters. Like it's just not done. It's always pre-rendered 3D. Oh my god. I love this game so fucking much. boy. I love that she's just made out of like maybe like 25 polygons or something. It's just like, this is all that the fucking game can render without it slowing down. Alright, so first things first, I'm gonna save my game immediately. Okay, so you know how it said in the intro? Okay. Classic. I cannot get her to run. That's really good. It's that introduction that we got said that Uncle Jeremy had blocked the window with the wardrobe. They're talking about this one right here. We can push it, but I'm just gonna kind of like chill out for the moment and see, let it show what happens if you don't move the wardrobe. I don't know if you have to take these items or not, if that's like the trigger for it happening. For some reason, specifically in this, oh yeah, hear that music? Something bad is happening. So for some reason, specifically in this Alone in the Dark, and not in Alone in the Dark 2, it's like almost impossible to get her to consistently run. Which the controls for it are to just double tap the up cursor key on the keyboard. Okay, so as you can see, this like thing, what is that thing? Just look at it. Let's see if we can fight it. The models in this game are so good. Yes, they are. It is absolutely beautiful. You were never able to play this game. The controls were so confusing. Yeah, they're pretty weird. Like, you know, nobody had really made a game like this, so... You love how that just looks like a bunch of hair and teeth. Yeah, just kind of... Can't really tell what you're looking at. I love the smacking sound effect for punching. Sounds so meaty. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We might be done for now. Okay. This guy has a lot of health. Okay, he's dead. It freaks you out a little more this way? Yeah, when it's so vague like that. Just like IRL combat? Anyone ever slapped a monster dog to death? Well, Emily may be the first. Anyway, so I'm just gonna load the game because we took a couple of hits and we don't have to take damage. It's better to take as little damage as possible. So what you can do instead is you can select the push command and push the wardrobe in front of the window. And that guy just does not come in at all, which is quite nice. Alright, can we run? Emily. Yeah, there we go. And you can also... I don't want to just show it. I don't know what the condition for it showing is, but if you don't push this trunk over this trapdoor here, like a zombie guy comes out of it, so that's no good either. Just get a nice close-up on that face. Oh. Okay, so now we have a rifle. Pretty good. Getting a gun this early in a survival horror game. You always confuse this game with Ecstatica for some reason. They're pretty similar looking, and in gameplay. It's funny you mentioned that because I actually really want to play Ecstatica for Twitch as well. If you're not familiar with Ecstatica, it's basically a similar kind of like look as this, except instead of using polygons, they use like shaded ellipses. It's a very unusual look. I've never really seen any game with that style in my life. Let's see. You're trying to remember Ecstatica? Yeah. It's a weird name. It kind of hard to remember. Weird game in general. Ecstatica has a lot of funny set pieces at the player's expense. Yeah, it seems to be kind of a cruel game by comparison to this one. This game is like not so bad. Yeah, take that. Like most of the stuff in it is like solvable. Is there something under the rug here? Am I remembering? No. Or in these barrels? Nothing important. I like that searching animation. It's like so vague. Yeah, that's what I look like when I'm searching. Remember Uncle Phil's searching animation in Clock Tower 2? He was just kind of like gesturing in the corner of the room. Every NPC looks like they're made out of rubber balloons. Yeah, that is the look of Ecstatica for sure. You almost said Eternum, which is a completely different, weird, cool adventure game. What is that? I don't know if I've heard of that before. We can get this bow. We don't need it yet. We don't have any arrows anyway, but we could take it for later. And an oil can. I really like the way that this thing is shaded. Reminds me of like reflective candy wrappers or something. So in this game, we have a limited amount of inventory space. It's kind of vague and ill-defined, so you usually won't know until it's too late. So we're going to use the oil can to fill the lamp, and then we are going to drop the oil can on the floor. We can come back and get it later if we need to. Hello, Penrose. How are you doing? It's a Westworld type game where you go to this planet that has different themed simulations of historical periods, huh? And it also has like a basic FPS overworld? What? When did this come out? Sounds unusual. Okay, and in here... Thank you for following Dream Harrier Live. Nothing important. 1993? Whoa. Cool. Sounds interesting. Let's see. Well, no, we don't need to take that chair with us. It's really easy to get like stuck on objects in this game and they just like move around with you. You're alright, but you're putting stuff off too much? Then what are you doing here? You're procrastinating. I mean, I hope you're having fun at least, if you're procrastinating, but... Got an old cavalry saber. This is a weapon, but we don't want to use it yet because we're going to need it for a specific event later. Wonder if we can... Yeah, there's a zombie guy. Wonder if we can juke this guy and then close the door. Nah, we better just fight him. Yeah, slap him. Thrilling. High octane combat. Her 2 polygon ass keeps getting stuck on furniture. Pensive. It's all stuff in your room, so it's fine. Oh, is your room a mess? I've got like a giant pile of like junk mail on my floor. It's kind of driving me crazy. Alright, so we killed that guy. No problem. That, you know, the combat is really not a problem in this game if you just like time it right. You can see the floor here looks kind of suspicious. You see that? If you walk on it, you die. And you get this crazy fucking illustration. Hello, Nyx. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? So here, why do we have the danger music? That's a dope game over? Yes, it is. It's so mysterious. It's like, we haven't seen anything that looks like any of those guys yet. Why do you hear boss music? That's a really good question. I don't know why that's playing, because we were not in danger at the time that I made that save. I don't know if we need to push this, but there is a guy who will come to this door if we don't block it off. Or close the door at least. There's like another zombie that comes. So I just want to make sure that we don't have to deal with that. How are you all doing tonight? You got anything fun going on? Thinking about anything cool? Got any wicked secrets that you're hiding? Let's see. I'm gonna equip the rifle. Because, yeah, we got company. One of these guys again. These weird furball guys. Let's blast him. Oh, I did not want to do that, Emily. Thank you very much. Yeah. Oh no. I can't see. I can't see. Oh no, I'm fucked. No, no, no. Oh, come on now. Oh, I'm fucking done for. I'm stun locked. Oh no. Okay. Thinking about the girl reading this? What? What? Well, that's fine. We're all good here. You get killed like that sometimes in this game. Basically, the combat is easy until they get to hit you first, and then you will be stun locked. You will die, or else you will get like one lucky hit in, and then you will have lost like an enormous amount of health, which is not good either. I think we just went right in here. Oh yeah, I forgot. We have a book. Let's read that book. All the books in this game, they're really good. They're really fucking good.
Fragment of the Myth of the Golden Fleece. Translation, Edouard de Villeban. Hesperides Publications.
Hell yeah.
Then Perseus came across Ichthys, who had been turned into stone. He spoke to his companions and said, "Beware of the Medusa. He who looks into their eyes is doomed to the same fate as that which befell poor Ichthys, and will never more set eyes on Seriphos." "Must we go blindfolded?" asked Eumolpus. "Take up your bronze shields and polish them until they flash in the sun," answered Perseus. "Fill your hearts with courage."
Did you hear Medusa? Is that what they said? Sometimes the voice acting has been kind of weird in this game.
"May Artemis guide us as though we were an arrow from her quiver."
Mendoza?
Fragment of...
Then,
I don't know.
"May Artemis guide us as though we were an arrow from her quiver."
Maybe that's just how they pronounce Medusa in this strange voiceover.
But Eumolpus was not satisfied. "Why do that, Perseus? Is 3 inches of sharpened metal not enough to destroy these accursed creatures?" Then Perseus drew his sword, which shone and glittered in the sun, and with it he dazzled Eumolpus. "Now what can you see?" the companions of Zeus' sons laughed. "Let us set to work, so that our shields may shine like mirrors."
So that'll be useful in a couple minutes. I probably should have just saved that until we actually needed it, but I was kind of hoping that going to that voiceover would stop this music. All right, we need to equip the rifle again. All right. Well, I like her animation when she's got the rifle out. She looks very businesslike. Oh, that didn't work. Alright, he's dead. Good, good. Just hyping you up for the fight? Yeah. Oops, alright. Now... we want to take that vase and do, you know, the thing that you normally do with a vase, which is like throwing it at the wall. Then you take the broken vase, and there's a key inside of it. And we use that key for this locked teddy bear, I guess. We get a small mirror and a small mirror. Looks like a regular dog from outside the window, and then yeah, those guys are pretty weird looking. Their graphics are so vague. Like it's kind of hilarious. We got a good close-up look at them just a minute ago. Let's see. Alright, now we can move on. I'm probably going to be saving frequently because you can get screwed over pretty easily in this game. No, I don't think there's any reason to go in this room. I think it's just a bathroom, but we might as well just look at it. Yeah. You know, this game... Huh? Is there something in there? Oh, a first aid case. Okay, great. There's always, like, really detailed bathrooms in these games. But, like, all the bathrooms in Alone in the Dark 2 have nothing in them. They're just there for, like, set dressing. Hey, Cerebro. How's it going? I saw you were streaming a little bit ago, but I missed it. I'm sorry. Okay, so... out here, there's this thing. You know, whatever that is, this vague, like, demon thing? What is that supposed to be? It's got like the scorpion tail. If we go over here, there's another one. So if we try to progress here, they attack. And, you know, really fuck us up. And so when you hear that broken glass sound, they broke the mirrors that we picked up. So at this point we are soft locked and we have to load the game because those are necessary. Now, that book that we read about the Medusa, we need to take our mirrors, put them in this thing. Oh, you know, it's just it's just the only thing that you could possibly think to do. You read the book, right? You got the mirrors, right? You figure it out. Whoa, I did not mean to do that. Okay. And for some reason, once you place both of them, they both die and turn into purple smoke. You miss how much point and clicks will just go, okay, you're done now because of that. Yeah. It's pretty easy to get soft locked in this game. Like that cavalry saber that we picked up. Ooh, somebody's having a chuckle. The cavalry saber that we picked up. If you use this too much, it will break and then you'll be soft locked. Here, we don't need this vase. I'm gonna walk upstairs and throw it away. Emily? Okay. Game design is my passion. Yeah, the design of this game is kind of a fucking headache, honestly. But I love it still. Wait until you see Alone in the Dark 2, though. You have seen nothing yet. Whoops, no, we don't want that to go away. Drop this. I don't think we need the dresser key anymore either. So just a little housekeeping here. Put some things down. We can also open this, and we get a flask. Kind of nice looking. Looks delicious. Kind of looks like a perfume bottle though. I think there's no upper limit on your health in this game, so it's beneficial to drink every flask that you find. Just look at that. It's so delicious. The sound effect. You know. Yeah, so that gave us 10 hit points. Just like in real life, yeah. Oh, we can get rid of this too. Alright, so now we are past the first floor, the attic floor. Oh, I guess the attic is on a floor above that one. Third floor now. And we can go down here. We're gonna save our game. Oh, we can also get rid of this. And the empty flask. We don't need any of these damn items. But probably once we walk over them, we'll pick them back up, and it'll be really annoying. Oh. Oops. Her model reminds you of Little Big Adventure? Yeah. Kind of does. Hey, that's another game that I actually want to play eventually for the channel. I've always wanted to, but I was trying to play it a little while ago, and oops, I didn't want to go downstairs. That walking downstairs animation. I was trying to play Little Big Adventure on Linux, and it was just like not working so great. It seems really hard, yeah, it seems extremely strict, but it's very cute. So in here, there's this ghost just kind of chilling in this chair. If you bother the ghost, it turns into some orbs, you know, some multicolored orbs. Then you die. You remember seeing someone trying to stream it like 7 years ago and they couldn't get past the first puzzle in either game? Which puzzle? The very beginning of Little Big Adventure 1 wasn't like too bad. It's kind of like annoying, but it's not super bad. Yeah, the second Little Big Adventure looks like really cool. The like polygonal overworld. It's neat. Yeah, so this is the first time we've seen this death animation. You saw someone stream it a year ago, but they may have been playing the Steam release. I don't know what the differences are between like different versions or anything. So this time we won't disturb this ghost. That turned out to be a bad idea. Got a box of cartridges. That's nice. We'll go ahead and use that. What's up with that sound? Take this gramophone, just an entire gramophone, just the whole thing. She's just chilling, yeah, you know, just contemplating, you know, not really bothering anybody. Really, we were the asshole. A photograph of Uncle Jeremy with me. Let's grab poker and a matchbox. Okay, well, we'll leave this ghost to her own devices here. We can get rid of this flask in here though, and that first aid box as well. Portable music player? Yeah. I mean, I guess in those days that's what passed for it. Powered by a crank, so I mean technically it's portable, I guess. Leaving the ghost a little offering. Save game, and skillfully strut past that fucking knight. So I don't think we can open this door. Remember? Because that guy laughed. Yeah, it's locked. We'll check around in this room. Yep. Okay. Alright, it's a hallway here. Check in here. Some like vague blob of pixels over there. We're gonna get out our rifle, you know. It's good to be prepared. Take the notebook. Oh, look at that. I really like the way that the spiral binding is like rendered. Okay, now we have some dramatic music. And, oh, one of these guys again. Okay, he's dead. These guys are really fucking dangerous. No. Looks like the notebook from Blue's Clues. Kinda does. So, why don't we go ahead and read that notebook?
Diary of Jeremy Hartwood.
September 27th, 1924. I have decided to keep this diary. Too many inexplicable events have taken place recently. Never have dreams so haunted my every waking moment. Perhaps my romantic mind was too dull, and has only now woken up to these new paths and visions. Some, seeing my recent paintings, may question my sanity. I can only ask them, what is sanity? Where does madness begin? September 28th, 1924. The night is pitch black. I am again drenched in sweat. I was wandering in the dunes, among giant standing stones. They were arranged in a circle, and the wind whistled about them. I plunged my hand into the soil and felt that repulsive thing which was trying to catch me. It seized me. I struggled to break free of its loathsome embrace and managed to tear my hand away. It was covered in sticky substance. I was gripping a knife. October 5th, 1924. The stone circle is a pentacle. Derceto's library is filled with books on the occult. I will study those books until I find some explanation for the dreams. The visions that haunt me must be connected to my discoveries. I shall have to undertake a profound exploration of my dreams. December 16th. Dear God, I have found the knife. It was hidden here, and what I have learned fills me with apprehension. It is a sacrificial dagger belonging to some unholy cult. The thought of that blade tearing through human flesh horrifies me, yet I must continue my research. Derceto is a storehouse of treasures. Was my father right, after all? January 23rd. I spend all my days plunged in dusty books. The servants are convinced I am mad. At night, I awaken them with my screams. The dreams are draining what sanity I still have. I have tried staying awake, but in vain. My visions have changed. No doubt the influence of my father's research. February 7th, 1925. The Dark Man, that is what I call him, has revealed his true face to me. He appeared, as usual, near the fireplace, but this time he approached me. His terrible smile will haunt me to my dying day. His breath was ice, and his burning eyes froze me. I could not move. I know, as surely as I have ever known anything, that the face I saw, the face that has turned my nights into hellish torture, is the mask of death. March 10th. My exhaustion is beyond description. The endless reading burns my eyes. It seems that pirates frequented the area. Dr. Herbert insists I keep to my bed. I have moved to another bedroom and sleep much better now. The Dark Man has not gone, however. I know it. He will wait for as long as he must. Unless I, Jeremy Hartwood, can find a way to send him back to whatever hell he comes from. March 11th. My poor knowledge of Greek and Latin is a serious handicap to my reading. I have, nevertheless, made a great step forward. I drew the symbol on the floor. He can no longer go there. I want him to understand that I can do the same thing in my bedroom. I can imagine his rage and frustration. Only last night he found his way back into my dreams. March 13th. The translation will seriously dent what money I have left. I cannot paint. My pictures are clearly the work of a lunatic. The collector Thornhill's embarrassed smile was proof of that. March 29th. He has come back. He found the door to my dreams. I am too weary to attempt any defense. I have no strength left to fight, and he knows it. He considers me dead already. Could I possibly? March 30th. How ironic! The cave my father sought for so many years is here, beneath the house. Wait, the butler discovered a crack in the cellar wall. A breeze blows in through it, icy and repugnant. I am filled with horror at the thought of my father dying in this place. I will carry to my grave the vision of his face contorted in the agony of that fatal heart attack. His body was twisted. He had wept. His fingernails were torn and bloody from scrabbling at the floor. Dr. Gray concluded that death had been due to a heart attack. It was Waits, who some time later was informed that my poor father had in fact bitten off his tongue and choked on his own blood.
Yeah, this reading is really good. All of the like texts that you can find in the Alone in the Dark games are just amazing. The narration.
March 31st. I explored the caverns in a dream. The dark man came with me. Strangely, I felt almost well. How can I describe what I saw? No. What words are capable of explaining such evil? I realized that my death was of no interest to him. The dark man wants something else. He seeks a body. His avid servants are now free. I am the cause. It is almost funny. Curses on Derceto. From the foundations to the very rooftop. I can no longer struggle, let alone eradicate the evil that grips the house. The end is very near. I can feel it. I have taken the decision to... May he who finds this diary pray for my soul.
Oh man. I love this game so very much. And I forgot to actually read it earlier, but when we were in that attic room, we also found a note from him inside of the piano, remember? It was like one of the first things that we got.
They are coming! I have freed hellish forces, and now the price must be paid. Derceto is the prey of evil. The sun has set. They will find my body, but will not have my soul. I can imagine the master's fury and the terror in the hearts of his slaves. I hear their footsteps. Some may understand what I have done. May God forgive me. Farewell, Jeremy Hartwood.
Okay, so Uncle Jeremy not doing so well leading up to his untimely end. Now we have a little background on that. What a legend. Yeah, absolutely. That guy was going for it. Set these items down because we don't need them anymore. What? There we go. Slow movement. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's check what's in here. I can't remember. Is this the dark room? Oh. I remember this room. Alright, can we kill this thing? Can't remember. What is this? Anyway. Is it getting hit or the rifle's empty? Jellyfish, teeth edition. Yeah, absolutely. Oh my god. Am I supposed to just get this thing and go? Oh my god. No, I gotta load the game because we wasted all our rifle cartridges. I don't like to save scum, but it's the difference between finishing the game and not finishing the game. Oh my god, the reach. Please, Emily. You have to run. But the running is so finicky. Yes, yes. We escaped. Alright, our health is not looking so good, but I think we'll find more healing items around. Alright, now in here, I think this is like a dark room. Yeah, this room is in the dark. So we need to use our oil lamp. The lamp is off, yes. Will you turn it on? Yeah, there we go. And grab a very heavy statuette. And a book. Another nice book for us. I don't know if we can I get some bullets from that desk. The lamp is already lit. Excuse me? Okay. And we should probably check this closet. Just for the sake of checking. Nothing important. Okay. So now we will get oil lamp back out. And leave the room. And go back to search. So her face does not look great. Yeah. they were doing the best that they could with what they had at the time. I can't remember where you are supposed to find this out, but here you're supposed to use an old Indian cover just to cover up that painting. Because otherwise, that guy will throw axes at you and you will die. And we actually can't do the rest of that hallway just yet, I don't believe. I do not remember where you're supposed to find out that you are supposed to do that. I can kind of see like maybe figuring it out by the theming of the area, but it's like still kind of like what? Let's see. What else can we find around here? I can head down to the cellar. Oh, it's locked. Now, I remember this room being particularly dangerous, even by the standards of this fucking game. Is there anything worth getting in here? Get an arrow, and an arrow. And then spiders. Just gotta get out of here, like, as fast as possible. Because those spiders will ruin your fucking day. They will fuck you up. I don't think they can leave that room, though. Yeah. Can I close this door? No, I guess not. Let's search around a little bit more. Wait, we got a book, didn't we? Let's read that book.
A Brightness from Afar by Lord Boleskine, an account of his celebrated voyage to New England, 1824, Alistair Publications, Cambridge.
Following a splendid journey, the sunny harbour came into sight. The locals were much impressed with one's arrival in their midst. One had time to sketch several of them and notice signs of degeneracy. Some children showed one their queer hands that would inspire uneasiness.
If you were in this situation, you'd probably personally ditch the heels at some point. Yeah, but there's no accounting for style. I mean, you know, gotta look good if you're fighting against I don't know, like weird furballs with like huge teeth and like that jellyfish that was in the bathtub.
Upon the promise of a few coins, a child is undertaken to reveal to one a most prodigious phenomenon of a natural order. One admits to being skeptical as to the prodigiousness of the marvel, whatever it may be. Indeed, one suspects it to be little more than an evening stroll to some charming wooden hut situated in the forest hereabouts. One will nonetheless go, for it is always well to submit to such local enthusiasms. One admits to being somewhat flabbergasted. The Milky Way shone like the fires of the apocalypse from the inky celestial vault. Certain distant stars, normally invisible to the naked eye, were clearly visible, glittering indeed with a strange intensity. The heavy clouds that had settled above the village had no hold over that place. It would be pointless to offer here the names of the constellations one perceived in utter clarity. Apart from the interminable length of such a list, one might conceivably risk being charged with exaggeration. The cross cast its shadow on the ground. The sea in the distance was dead calm. Tonight, one will return to that spot and draw those stars. Tomorrow night, one will at last see Halley's Comet in all its brilliance. The youngster will carry torches, despite one's developed sense of direction. Honed by years of travel, one feels incapable of finding one's way through the dark forest unaided.
Flabbergasted, yeah. It's kind of weird to see that pop up in a context like this.
The drawings will, one is convinced, set light to the souls of men. Such a moon! One lost count of the craters, so sharply was their definition. Loath as one is to seem excessive in one's appraisal, one cannot but feel that the forest clearing is indeed a place outside the common laws of time and space. Surely it is not an hallucination. How strange to consider that idle conversation, some research in the British Museum, and a voyage to this backward village should culminate in so astounding a discovery. It may be that others have noticed the extraordinary nature of that place. How else could one explain the presence of that cross?
Okay, so I don't know if that actually tells us like anything useful. I can't really remember. I don't think that has any like hints for puzzles or anything like that. Find a pot of soup. Oh, but we can't carry anything else. Alright, we have plenty of items. What do we want to put down? We can get rid of the Diary of Journey. There's no room. Yeah, we can get rid of that very heavy statuette. Hold on. I'm gonna do that. Because that is taking up a lot of our inventory space, because I think that the inventory is done by weight. But it's like not really communicated very well at all. And we don't actually know that we're supposed to do this solution to this puzzle yet, but I know to do it, so I'm gonna do it anyway. So we want to face this fella, you know, the knight that attacked us when we walked by that one time, and we want to throw this. What? Yeah, there we go. Find a sword. Yeah. Cool. So we'll find out why we were supposed to do that later. I just wanted to get that out of my inventory so that we would have some more space. Do we have anything else we can drop at the moment? I wonder. I don't think we need to take that pot of soup at the moment. The gramophone is pretty damn heavy. We should probably get rid of that soon. Check in here. Little pantry. You know, check for some fruit snacks and some gummy worms. Some granola. You find a biscuit box. I could go for some biscuits. I thought there was some other stuff in here, but maybe I was wrong. So, biscuit box is a health item. We can use some health, so let's eat/drink some biscuits. That looks really tasty to me. You feel better. How much health did we get from that? 5 health. That's fine. Do we have an empty box? Yeah. Let's just. Oh, no. We don't need that anymore. Let's see. Anything in here? Found a knife. Okay, why not? Found another knife. Nothing in here. Nothing in there. Let's see. No water. I think there's one other thing in here, isn't there? Perhaps in this cabinet? Yeah, matchbox. Okay. And if I'm not mistaken, Is there like a pile of coal in here or something? Yeah. What? What's up with the music? Oh! Why is this happening? I don't remember this happening before. Uh-oh, we are fucked. We are going to die. Oh no, 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 no! Smack him. Look at that stance. Oh man, it's really hard to judge the distance. Oh goodness. I should have just used the rifle. Yeah, the slap noise is amazing. I'd forgotten about slappers only. That's really funny. Isn't slapper like slang for like a particularly... I'm not gonna say it. Hey Wigmeister. Found a box of shoes in this pile of coal. Whatever. I don't know, can we just like put more oil in that lantern? Let's see. The lamp is now, yeah, at 99. That's good. Let's check out the shoebox. Find a revolver, you know, just hidden in the pile of coal. Why not? Now we can get rid of the heals. That's the walk speed upgrade. Yeah. Well, the real walk speed upgrade would be the controls not being like glitched out and actually being able to like consistently trigger the run command, which again, like to run in this game you have to double tap the up arrow, but it never works consistently. For some reason it works fine in Alone in the Dark 2, but not in this game. Okay, the revolver is reloaded. We have a 12-shot revolver. No big deal. Let's see. What can we do now? Go ahead and save our game. I think the next thing that we should do... I know there's another puzzle we can solve at the moment. I don't think we want to go into that door yet. That's dangerous. Come on. There we go. You might be able to hear me tapping the keys frantically to try and get her to run sometimes. That's locked. Oh wait, we do have a key, right? Let's maybe we can get into the cellar now. Let's see. It's locked. Okay, so that does not open that door. Let's see about this door. Not there either. So where? Well, one thing that we can do while we're here. Let's try to open the front door. Which results in this. Whatever that is. Okay. So let's not do that again. I love that so much. Just like this vague blob just like hits you. You're dead. What was it? I don't know. Who cares? Okay, in here, I think we need this sword. Yeah, there's this pirate. Just kind of just whack at him. He'll win eventually. I don't know if there's like some kind of trick to this or not. It feels kind of random. Very high adventure. My heart is about to leap out of my chest. I think that you can only kill him with the sword. As far as I know. Okay. Very, very hard to judge the distance. So, kind of dangerous. Okay. Any day now. Can we kill this guy? There we go. Okay, he's dead. That's it. You find a key. I wonder what that's for. Which door, I mean. Found another book. There's like a bucket. Oops. I guess we might as well read the book now that we're in the menu.
Daemonia Particularis, Signs and Rituals, by Heinrich Cassel, Ring Publications.
The ritual of invocation demands that the officiant be pure. We have already described the complex operations to be followed in order to call those that sleep in superior dimensions. We shall, for the present, limit ourselves to the sign of mutual recognition used amongst their number by adepts of the cult of the Old Ones. The sign also serves as protection when in the presence of a servant of evil. The sign resembles a blessing, save that the first and little fingers are both folded beneath the thumb, whilst the second and third fingers are held up. It would appear that this sign has no effect on adepts of a certain rank, with knowledge of particular secrets contained in the Corpus Demonicus. The use of such signs is not without considerable risk to the user during any attempt to call upon those from without.
I kinda don't know if this has anything to do with any of the puzzles in the game, honestly. I can't remember anything having to do with that. So we'll just put that down for the moment. Can we open this door? Maybe with the key that we just got. Yeah, there we go. And in here... yeah, there's a record. Find a record. So, we have a record. We have a gramophone. They seem to dislike this music. So, mad villainy? What? I'm not familiar with this. The album? Is that what's his name? MF Doom? Or wait, is Mad Villain a different guy? Why can't we open this door? Well, let's leave this room. Wonder, will these guys kill us if we touch them? Oh yeah. They do that same weird orb thing as the ghost in that one room. Mad Villain was like dude plus Madlib? Quasimodo Stone's Throw guy? I am not familiar with this person. Maybe I should be. I did listen to MF Doom in like the 2000s, like late 2000s, early 2010s maybe. I remember I had his album Food that came in like a foil wrapper, which is cool. It looked like a chocolate bar. That's a fun way to package an album. Okay. I like that little guy with the claw in the bottom of the screen, at the death screen. Yeah, Food was pretty good. I remember. I like how he samples stuff that sounds like fucking Scooby-Doo music. What else can we do right now? I always can't remember the sequence of this game. Do we have any other keys? Yeah, we didn't use this yet. Oh, we do have the key to the cellar. Okay, great. So, there's some little bastard rats down here. These guys suck, okay? I fucking hate these rats. They're really annoying. Let's put on our search. There's a few things we can get down here as far as I remember. Oh no. Nothing important. Is there any, like, wine we can get or anything? What? Okay. Alright. This shit sucks. Yeah, get this block. Oh, yeah, it rolls that out of the way. Is there anything we can get from here? Are we supposed to even be in here at this point? Oh! Oh. Okay. We got insta-jibbed by like a worm? Okay. No. We're just gonna load. I don't remember going into that room usually. I don't know if that's even necessary. Alright, let's get this, whatever that item is. Some bullets, okay. And... yeah, sure, we'll just take that, just for good measure. Oh, that hurt us. We died from that. We had -1 health because the barrels hit us. That's kind of funny. Alright, let's do that again. Annoying. Bastard game. Like how easy it is to just get completely murdered in this game. It's just funny. Alright, get the bullets again. One over here. Wonder if we can use those barrels to kill the rats. Huh. Maybe. Okay, I know there's something around here. Take that book. We need to get the fuck out of here and away from those fucking rats right now. Ooh. Alright. Just in the nick of time. Okay. Let's see. Guess all we can do is read the book, right?
The Trial of Captain Pregst, as reported by his faithful companion Elisha Smith, known amongst his fraternity by the awful name of Captain Ellie Hell. Transcribed from the log found aboard the wreck of the frigate Astarte by H. Hartwood.
"By all the devils!" roared Pregst, glaring at William, the judge. "Curse it, Will! It'll take much more than every cannon in the blasted navy to make me change me mind. You're the greatest blackguard that ever joined our fraternity. Am I not Pregst, captain of the Astarte, and bloodiest villain in all the 7 seas? Bloody Ezek, they call me. And you think I'll tell you where I hid my treasure?" The tribunal of the Corsairs' fraternity murmured at this. Pregst was indeed all he claimed. The judge,
One-Eyed William slammed his fist on the table and silence was restored. "Shut your mouth, Pregst! You didn't pay the fraternity its rightful share, and that means only one thing. You'll hang by the neck from a yardarm, you scurvy cur! Here's the rope twisted by Satan himself." "You threaten me, Will? Many a man better than yourself has lived to regret holding a cutlass in my face. You'll be begging for mercy, mark my words." That shook One-Eyed William, and no mistake. Danny waved his hook in the air and shouted, "Pregst was always a loudmouth. The law says we hang him." The jurors took up the cry, "Hang him!" It was Pregst's turn to slam his fist on the table. He threw back his head and roared with laughter. "You fools! You want to kill what will never die? Try it!" Once more, the assembled corsairs murmured. There was unease in the air. They remembered what happened to Chuck, the gizzard slitter, the man who opened his mouth once too often.
It'd be awesome to have the nickname the Gizzard Slitter. Yeah, all these like crazy laughs, like everybody who reads the documents in this game, they are just like absolutely going for broke. It's amazing.
It was night, and a bitter wind whipped the New England coast. Snug inside the Dead Horse Inn, one of the Astartes men was talking. His name was Chuck, and his subject was black magic. He told stories of human sacrifices, voodoo rites, and zombies. He told a tale of a time when their luck was down and they were holed up in a Florida swamp. Pregst went missing. When he returned, he shouted, "'Tis the devil that guides us now, me hearties!" Whether that was true or not, the Astarte began taking loot after juicy loot.
Juicy
The favorite
loot.
song of the Astartes men, "Crash the Bones," was replaced by a new one. "A skull, go to port, saber, to starboard. Pass over that will, and with death you'll deal. If you cut a rope, cut the right, I hope, or then, I don't mind, the death you will find."
So I don't know, is this supposed to be like a hint for like how you're supposed to fight that pirate guy that we fought?
The next day, as you may have guessed, Chuck's body was found with a dagger plunged between his shoulder blades. Chuck's face was fixed in a ghastly grin. Molten lead had been poured down his throat. Whatever way things happened next, and I don't have the details, Pregst was with us again, and we set sail for Florida. We anchored the frigate not far from New Orleans. Taking a few trusted companions with him, Pregst set off into the swamp. They carried large wooden chests with them. 2 days later, we heard shots being fired and screams. Pregst arrived soon after that and claimed they'd been attacked by alligators. He alone managed to escape with his life. He went on to say that the time had come to share out the spoils of our many loots. I was given command of the Astarte, while Pregst handed 3 chests over to the crew. The chests were full of gold and precious gemstones. The rum flowed that night, and the stars shone bright. All at once, I noticed a tall man dressed in black. Pregst introduced him to me. "Here's a hearty mate. You can call him Keith. Many a tale he could tell." Pregst laughed loudly and held up a roll of parchment. "And his hideout, none better."
Are you talking about, oh, maybe he came out of the book like Page Master? The man dressed in black? That's the first thing I thought, was that's probably the same guy. Some evil spirit, evil guy.
The parchment fell to the ground, partly unrolling. I noticed what seemed to be a map of underground tunnels, a veritable maze of caverns. Pregst continued, "I'm giving up the pirate's life. The Astarte's in your hands now, my lad. She's a fine ship, and my reputation goes with her. Should any man call me coward, then break his head for me. I'm leaving you only because I found a treasure more precious than the purest of gold. Keith spoke to him then. It is midnight. They are ready, and we must go. The stranger turned his cold eyes on me and said in a soft, chilling voice, Sometimes Pregst talks too much. Forget what he just said, and maybe you'll live. The fellow's words froze the marrow in my bones, and it was all I could do to mumble, I'll not breathe a word. The canoe slid away into the night. Their torches disappeared in the distance of the swamp. My snoring companions didn't hear the insidious rhythm of far-off drums.
Okay. I don't know if this has anything to do with, like, any puzzles, or if it's just, like, flavor. Still fun, though. Man, the Page Master. I remember watching that quite a bit as, like, a little kid. It's such an unpleasant movie. That horrible Jekyll and Hyde man. It was so fucking scary. Well, the next thing that I can think that we can even do is go back to that hallway where we used the that blanket. You saw the Page Master like 10 times in the same year as a kid and then never ever again. It's probably for the best that nobody watches it ever. It's I don't know, it's not very good. Is it? It's just kind of unpleasant. There's like those horrible little book people. Oh no, we don't want to go in there. That jellyfish will get us again. Alright, so I don't know how you're supposed to figure out that you're supposed to do this, but the other thing that you have to do in this hallway is you take this bow. The only thing that you remember is the big paint tidal wave that takes you to the cartoon dimension. Yeah, I mainly remember the Jekyll and Hyde guy and that dragon, which screwed me up. Okay, yeah, so if you just walk down this hallway, that painting down there, like a Native American guy, he just shoots an arrow and you die. So I think that you're supposed to stand like way back here and hold up. Okay. You're supposed to stand way back here and shoot with this bow and arrow. And right, we're not quite on the mark. That's why they give you 3 arrows though. Alright. I don't know how you're supposed to know to do that, but that's what you do. Now the painting won't shoot arrows at us. And then we can go through this door. Now, if I remember correctly, this room is really fucking dangerous. Oh wait, no. What? What is this room? Find a book. It's a really metallic looking book. What is up with those like polygons that are on the side on the pages? It's kind of weird. Anything important? Is there anything in the clock? Oh, okay. Okay, we got another key and a parchment. Let's read the parchment.
The Creatures of Night by Hubertus the Bald. Translated from Latin by his brother in prayer, Fratre Johann Marcus.
Of monstrosity. You who read me know that night engenders monsters and that night creatures exist. The accursed book of Abdul al-Hazred is clear on this matter. That is not dead which can eternal lie. Unhappy he who knows that book.
I like this guy's reads. Night engenders monsters, and that night creatures exist.
Unhappy he whose eyes alight upon that foulest of texts. Unhappy he who implores the standing stones, for he will free the powers of darkness. Of the pit. Stagnant waters are like the memory of men. Beneath the surface calm, clawed beasts await and are known to initiates as the Deep Ones. Awaiting his prey, the Deep One seizes him and drags him down to the abyss, where Dagon, the cruel god, swims and reveres him whose name may not be pronounced. Of libraries. Unhappy he who frees the prowler. Unhappy he who meets the prowler erring among the books. He generates the vagabond that comes from other spheres. He believes the vagabond does not exist. He will feel the embrace of death, for in the eyes of the vagabond, books are no more than dreams, stone no more than wind. The vagabond knows how to take the breath of the reckless. Of strife. He who speaks does not know, and believes he is able to kill the creatures of the night. Folly. Evil is conjured up by science and secrecy.
Huh? Why did it stop reading? Okay. He who prowls among the books will perish by the blade. He who flies in the dark caverns will scream in fear. He who swims in the depths will evaporate, but he
who prowls among books will perish by the blade. He who flies in the dark caverns will scream in fear. He who swims in the depths will evaporate. But he who believes he knows, knows nothing. He who knows says nothing. Of death. There are domains more terrible than death. That is not dead which can eternal lie. Each creature is conjured up and is not dead, but returns to the origins. A monster, a science. Steel kills the vagabond who never dies. Translator's note. Here ends the manuscript of Hubertus, who died in the library of the convent of Teruel in the year of our Lord 1666. Requiescat in pace.
cool. Pretty wicked to die in 1666. So I think that gives us information for an upcoming room, an upcoming puzzle. We did just get a new key, and there are a few doors that we have not been able to open just yet, so... The Great Fire of London was 1666? Was it arson, or was it accidental? Oh, whoa. We can actually see these paintings, that's cool. Why are they hanging down from the ceiling by, like, pink ropes, though? It's kind of odd. It was accidental, it took out most of the city, though? That's horrible. Oh, we have to use the oil lamp. And in this room, there's a real dangerous guy. Can we use this? Oh, yeah, there he is. We need to get the fuck away from this guy. Oh, no. He's coming. How do we open this? I can't remember. This room is in the dark. How do you do it, though? I can't remember. Ah, I can't move. Ah! No, no, no. Go away. He could walk through walls. This guy's so scary. I'm afraid of the Cubes monster. He freaks me the fuck out. Can we get any items in here? I can't remember how. There's like a room you need to go into, but I can't remember how you get into it. Oh yeah, this guy's gonna ruin our whole fucking day. Oh man. Oh no. Come on. How do we get in there? How do we do it? What the fuck? No. Ah! Okay. Oh my god. Whew. I can never remember what to do in this room for some reason. There was something cute about trying to figure out what to do in games like these. Like based on what and wasn't pre-rendered. Yeah. It's kind of like a hint in a way. Like what is part of the background and what isn't. That's kind of fun. Can't remember what the hell I'm supposed to do here though. He's gonna fuck me up. Oh no. Look at him go! I love this so much. What? I can't remember what you're supposed to do though. It's like old cartoons when something was obviously drawn in. Oh yeah, we're dead. I can't even move. Yep, I do feel weak. Wasn't there like a gag in some anime where like they were like, wait, the ground here is like drawn on a cell clearly, so we can't step there or we're gonna fall or something. There's like a cliff or something like that. I feel like I remember something like that going around a while back. Right, what the hell are we supposed to do? Does anybody know what it was? Oh man, what the hell do I do? Ah! Ah! Nothing important in this bookcase. But how do we get into... I know there's like a number of books you can get in here, but where are they? How do you get them? Ah! Ah! No! Ah! Oh! We found a book. I don't think the books glow in the dark. I really distinctly remember there's something weird you got to do in here, but I can't remember what. Oh no, this room is dark and I'm alone. Wonder if this could have any relation to the game that we're playing. Let's see. The scene is from Blue Seed, apparently. I've never heard of that. Let's read this book. Why not?
Fragments of the Book of Abdul.
In the antique city of dead Relia, Cthulhu dreams and waits. In the pit of time, the unspeakable lies in wait. That is not dead which can eternal lie. Relia, your blocks of stone seal the ritual that gives birth to fear. Cthulhu Fotang! Cthulhu Fotang! Ayah! Ayah! Let he who knows how to invoke the stones act. It is time. Let the shadow of Cthulhu darken the sky. May the servitor of the black goat of the woods with 1,000 youngs sound his flute in honor of the unspeakable. Cthulhu Fotang! Cthulhu Fotang! Ayah! Ayah! May he who may not be named cast his withering gaze upon the unbeliever. For he is the door, the key, and the guardian of the door, and holds you now in his immense power.
Oh, I think that the game is like openly inspired by, oh, we were killed and driven insane by reading that book. The game is like openly inspired by it. I think they Oh my fucking god. Well, I think that he knocked us out of the death animation. That's really fucking funny though. Holy fucking shit. I think they mentioned Lovecraft on the box art. Just as a general statement, I don't like Lovecraft, but I like this game. And I also like, you guys know Call of Cthulhu, the Dark Corners of the Earth, that is like a first-person shooter game from like the 2000s or whatever. That game is like kind of hilarious. I remember watching Panoots, the streamer that I mentioned quite often, play that. Like I watched his playthrough of it like a bazillion fucking times, because it's just like infinitely fucking hilarious to me. Alright, let's see if we can't get something. Oh, this guy's too scary. He's like, oh, I feel scared. Nothing important in this bookcase. I'm trying to give the game the benefit of the doubt and assuming that each side of each bookcase counts as like a full object, like in and of itself maybe, and that I don't have to search like every square inch of the room. But you never know in a game like this. You played it, it was so messy. Yeah, it's that game seems like kind of a piece of shit. I remember when that guy was playing it, he had to, like, there was some bug towards the end of the game and he had to, oh, that's that same book that we got last time that made us crazy. Where it was like you were supposed to shoot at like these sorcerer guys that were like on a coral reef or something, and they just like were not rendered by the game at all. And he had to like look up the coordinates online and shoot like based on a fucking game FAQs guide. Seemed like a pain in the ass. Okay, we got a book, and another book. We got all kind of books. So let's get our lamp out and he doesn't follow you out of the room, does he? Alright, I'm gonna save. And we're gonna read some books. We got 3 books.
Unfinished Chapter of Terra Incognita by Jacob van Ostade. A hitherto unpublished fragment of the manuscript unearthed following indications furnished in the Vatican Library's Expurgatory Index.
The movements were so bad. Yeah, it seemed like a pretty stiff game. I remember there were like those weird little like crabs or something that like bite you, that like makes your vision turn green, and it's like not really clear what's even happening.
In those icy and unwelcoming lands, the rites of wizards and healers are deeply rooted in ancient legend. Mysterious and cruel beings are thought to have ruled over the Arctic plains in times past. A cursed city, enclosed by massive walls, is believed to stand to this day. It contains fabulous treasures and is inhabited by the degenerate descendants of those who instilled centuries of terror in the hearts of the people. These people, naturally placid, are seized with rage and horror at the very mention of the prisoners of the ice. Were these dreadful captives to be freed from their frozen cells, they would reap a horrifying tribute of human flesh. These blood-curdling beings may be invoked by certain ritual words. They can even be controlled, albeit with the greatest of difficulty. I admit to being impressed by these tales, repeated to me on many occasions and in a number of different places during my travels in the region. I have also seen troubling cult objects, sculpted in a material unknown to me. Another remarkable fact is that local Eskimos experience great distaste in pronouncing certain words, and invariably avoid saying them. Here is a living example of the power that words contain. As it is said in the Bible, in the beginning was the Word.
Okay, so I don't know if that really helps us any.
If Rocks Could Talk, or The Story of a Louisiana Plantation by the Marquise de Chamfray.
After the criminal selling off of Florida by the foul usurper, my father elected to remain in this inhospitable land, where we were free at least to express our royalist feelings, and hope our country would come to its senses. In 1818, a certain Pickford bought up Ledoux's land, after the poor fellow had ruined himself in unfortunate speculation. Pickford soon turned out to be the most loathsome human we had ever encountered. He was an adventurer of the worst kind, nouveau riche, and bloated with a grotesque sense of self-importance. First came the incessant army of men with shovels, digging into the mountain of earth that was to fill in the surrounding swamp. The undertaking was quite stupendous. We learned from a slave that the final objective was to connect the existing caves with another one of gigantic proportions. Racked by a mania of persecution, Elia Pickford constantly fired his workers and hired new ones. He did all he could to keep anyone from learning about his plans. My father was amused and said, "The poor fool will end up getting lost in his own cave." But the walls went up, and tongues started wagging. Our detestable neighbor had been a sailor, a ruffian grown rich on questionable trade. Distasteful stories were told of him.
What's this? What? Oh! The floor plan? What? What is this supposed to communicate?
When the work was finished, Pickford invited us to the opening of his rambling mansion, which he named Derceto. My father asked what the strange name meant. Pickford answered, Derceto reminds me of Astarte, the fertility goddess. Around here, the name is Shub-Niggurath, I believe. That a name so steeped in evil should be said aloud came as not such a shock to my father, as he himself confided in me some while later. We left immediately.
In June of 1862, Derceto was burned down in unexplained circumstances. It was undoubtedly the deed of some jealous Yankee or another. It was amazing to watch the servants rushing into the flames to try and save their bullet-riddled master. After that terrible night, Derceto fell into ruin. Its blackened walls were soon overgrown, as human-built works always are, by ever-present nature. In 1875, the property was eventually bought by a gentleman whose name was Howard Artwood. I was sorry that my father, who delighted in fine conversation, was no longer alive to enjoy the company of this new neighbor. Learned and well-versed in history, he had made a particular study of piracy. It was Artwood who told me that Pickford had commanded a ship that flew the flag of piracy. That explains the scoundrel's great wealth.
A gentleman. Yeah, this lady is pretty fun. Her pronunciation.
Artwood was fascinated by Pickford and undertook a great deal of research in an attempt to find some treasures that he was convinced the pirate had hidden. He went through the ruins inch by inch. He then had the burnt-out house rebuilt exactly as it had been, and refurbished the library that had miraculously escaped the flames on the night of the Great Fire. Artwood set about studying every volume in that library, and often talked to me of his research. He was a handsome widower, deeply attached to his son Jeremy, who was later to become a professional artist.
Welcome to Affiliate? Oh, thank you very much. I think the only reason I really made it so fast is some other streamers with big followings were like plugging me and like rating me and stuff, so it's not like I made it like totally of my own volition or anything.
Artwood worked incessantly, first from the room I offered him, then from his own freshly restored home, which he rebaptized Derceto. I imagine he hoped to enlist the help of the god of good fortune in his treasure hunt. As far as I have ever been able to tell, all his searching came to nothing. There were no lost treasures to be found at Derceto. I learned of Artwood's death while I was in Paris. But that, as they say, is another story.
Oh my goodness, there's a lot of books in this game. I did upload a couple of emotes, but I don't know if they're actually working yet.
The Sons of the Sun and of the Shadows. Lieutenant Lope de Vega's account of his astounding travels to the land of the Aztecs.
Holy Christ! Cried Captain Cortez, astonished by the strange rite we beheld. We found the savages half naked. They were throwing balls of silver and gold at each other. They laughed as if demented, clearly maddened by some heathen drug. And yet, should one of them fail to catch the ball thrown in his direction, the poor devil was seized and dragged off to be sacrificed in their temple. As we discovered, this frightful game was a ritual most holy to them, and symbolized the movement of the heavenly bodies. The dropping of a ball foretold a catastrophe. That is what the Aztecs believed in their godless ignorance. Their countless deities could only be appeased through endless human sacrifices. The victim's heart, which was still beating, lay in the hand of the murderous priest. The interior of the temple
was surprisingly cool. The weight of our armor, our exhaustion, even the burden of our suffering, they were all banished by a sense of awe that the crudely magnificent altar instilled. In the tomb-like silence, a deep voice chanted an incantation. The majestic statue of the water goddess, Chalchihuitlicue, seemed to throb with vitality. This massive stone, draped in a golden cloak and studded with precious stones, was coming to life before our very eyes. Horror of horrors! The granite eyes of the statue, empty of life only moments before, were now injected with blood. We staggered back in amazement. Dom Jose was taken by a fit of convulsions. He tried to raise up his crucifix, as if to ward off an attack by demons. The heathen priest laughed cruelly. The statue's mouth cracked open in a deathly grin, bearing teeth sharpened to dagger points. Captain Cortez cried, "Attack!" But it was no use. We were glued to the spot. We were unable to move. Our armor seemed to be bolted to the temple floor. Our legs weakened, and we collapsed in a thunder of steel. Only Cortez had the presence of mind to unsheath his dagger. He hurled it at the cackling priest. 4 inches of the finest Toledo steel buried itself in the heathen's face. His blood spurted, splashing the now lifeless idol. We picked ourselves up with difficulty. Never will I forget that terrible moment. My companions, naturally enough, told tales of devilish enchantments cast upon our armor. Whatever the truth of that, I could not deny that the supreme god of the fourth universe had treated us as mere playthings. I am convinced that a terrible energy is yet contained within that heathen statue. A power strong enough to change a proud conquistador into a helpless puppet.
What is he talking about? The supreme god of the fourth universe? What? Does conquistadors like believe in?
Drawing of Chalchihuitlicue by Dom Jose de la Sierra, done before the destruction of the Aztec temple of Tenochtitlan.
So this is supposed to be the hint that you get to throw the statue at that suit of armor. Remember? Cthulhu, you guess? I guess so. It seems so strange though. Like why phrase it like that? The supreme god of the fourth universe? Where would they have even like found out about that from? We have another book? God damn, there's too many fucking books in this game. Yeah, we didn't look at this. It's a fake book. That's what we fucking need. Oh my god, I am so stupid. That's why it had those weird polygons on it. Oh my god. Ah! No, we have to load. I have to have as much health as possible. That fucking guy. What an asshole. Okay. Run, Emily! Yes! We have to go over here, get to the door, and take out the book. Use it. Use the book. No. God damn it. Put? There is no room? What? Camping the doorway? Yeah, that guy sucks. He's kind of cool though. I like his look. He doesn't really look like anything else in this game. Oh fuck, he's gonna fuck us up. Oh no, I gotta load again. I gotta kite him around the room so that we have more time. That guy's scary as hell. You're surprised I'm using Emily, but you don't think there's any difference? Why's that? I like her because she's only in this game. Carnby is in all the Alone in the Darks. So, I mean, you might as well use Emily in the only game that she's available in. Oh, what am I supposed to... What? I could have swore this is... Wait, why did I just do that? I'm so stupid. Why the hell did I just do that? I just like mindlessly went to the main menu. Most people use Edward. This is the only one with his sweet stash. I think he looks like shit. I mean, they both look like shit, but I mean, if I'm given the choice, I'll usually play as like a woman in any game. They even found a way to put Carnby in the reboot. Yeah. It seems kind of weird that he's like the main character. And the way that they characterize him in Alone in the Dark 2 is like really weird. Remember like the opening like monologue or whatever, it's like I clutched the 38 to my chest or something like that. They like try to make him sound really badass. Alright, where in the fuck do I put the fucking book? I know that you put the book into the Is Carnby the Infogrames rodent? I wish. It would be much better if you could play as that thing. The gay Infogrames rodent. Right. Do I just open / search? Not doing anything. Wait. Nothing important is in the bookcase. How do we do it? This sucks. Isn't this how you do it? No, not throw. Is this just like particularly finicky? Am I stupid or something? Hold up. I just have to look this up. What the fuck? I could have swore this is what you were supposed to do. Complete walkthrough. Oh, you can put the lamp down. Quickly run to the... Search the books next to the indentation. Okay. Oh my god, what a stupid... Alright, so what we want to do, we want to put the lantern down. I didn't realize you could do that. I never knew that before. I had always switched off from the lantern, and there's a mechanism to trigger. Okay, this is where we use the book. No. Take. There's a mechanism to trigger. Yeah. What do you... Alright. Okay, there we go. Now we can get in here and get this. This is the thing, right? The talisman you have to get? Doesn't that like dispel that guy? Something? What's up with that? No, the talisman kills you, doesn't it? Pride Armadillo kind of sounds like an Armored Core mech. I never played Armored Core before, but I really want to. Seems cool. Got a dagger, several different daggers, and a parchment, and another parchment. No, we need... Oh my god. There was an item we didn't take. Hold up. Yeah. Alright. Some of the interface sounds are so cool. Yeah. This game is ripe for sampling. Also that Ultimate Haunted House game we played as well.
The Sacrificial Dagger, Otto Stern, Lumina Books.
The importance placed on ritual sacrifice is constant in religious cult practice. Propitiating the gods is a theme common to many religions. The Old Testament affords many examples. Primitive polytheistic belief systems integrate sacrifice in their rituals as part of the recurrent process of reaffirmation and, naturally enough, group cohesion. The members of their social and religious community come together in an act of purification and atonement. It would be erroneous to imagine the act of human sacrifice linking priest, offering, and God, C.F. Manzetti's stone cults, as anything less than a vital focusing of the group's faith. The act also ensures the continuing appeasement of the god, but only if practiced by a recognized officiating priest using the appropriate instrument. Studies made concerning primitive religious groups bear witness to the central role of sacrifice in living ritual. My own work in the field of ethnopsychology brought me into contact with a sorcerer living in the region of Arkham. He introduced me to the rite of steel, linked to a ceremony known as adoring the black goat of the woods with 1,000 youngs. The god being adored is known as the vagabond. Here, the dagger's role, which allows the life breath to pass from one dimension to another, is essential. The vagabond is a frightening figure, being able to move where he wants and to kill those who have displeased the goat god, for whom he acts as a go-between. The goat is clearly a fertility god. The priest, having spoken the invocation, must choose the appropriate dagger for the sacrifice. The knife with a sinusoidal blade that must be dipped 7 times, on night when the moon is full, in water that has been distilled 100 times, will be laid aside, since it would send the vagabond back into his own dimension. See illustration.
Okay.
The priest will rather choose the dagger with a curved blade. That is more appropriate for slitting of the lamb's throat. This act transfigures the sorcerer priest and plunges the assembled worshippers into a divine trance.
Bet you could find some commercial sample pack with all of them on it. That's usually how it works out. Yeah, like all the samples that were in like Doom and stuff. You can hear some of them in Dark Souls like years later. So like very weird. All right, so we want to take which one was it? The curved blade, or I don't know. We want to take the one with the wiggly blade because it said it would send the vagabond back to his own dimension, right? So let's fuck this guy up. You know, I've had about enough of you, mister. Yes! Yes! We got rid of him. You'd rather just rip it from the game because it's cooler to pick up some background ambience. Yeah, agreed, 100%. I've sampled some, not exactly like ghost hunting shows, but like supernatural kind of shows, and like when you get that little extra bit of noise, it really adds something to it. Let's see. I want to drop off that sacrificial dagger note. Now we have like more documents. There's like maybe as fun as the documents are, there's like maybe too many of them in this game. I want to save in case it makes us crazy, like that one that made our head become huge.
Ludwig Prien. De Vermis Mysteriis.
Sounds like a black metal album title.
Nomine invocatoris si non sanctificatus es cave. De Vermis Mysteriis non absolvo folem legendum fatum et eum versus. Tibi magnum Innominandum signa stellarum nigrarum et.
Okay, what did that do? Dungeon Synth intro Whoa! Yeah, it does have some Dungeon Synth vibes. I need to get back to listening to Dungeon Synth again. It's been a minute. We were talking about Bandcamp earlier on the Discord, and I think Dungeon Synth is like one of the main things that I can remember getting from Bandcamp. There's some cool stuff on there.
Juan Luis Jorge, De Biblioteca. Reflections on the power of the verb in certain texts. Archaeos Publications, 1919, Stafford.
Translation does not alter the occult power contained within such forbidden texts. The malevolent energy is in no way diminished. The spell must be cast aloud and clearly, in certain languages or little-known dialects. Maglafar Fathang. The reader will understand that, in the light of these revelations, I would be foolhardy to continue quoting from the text I have before me. If spoken aloud in its entirety, it would surely awaken powerful and malignant forces. I will go further and say that simple reading of some of the more technical passages describing specific practices is in itself a perilous exercise. The ill-prepared reader can easily fall prey to attacks of demented hysteria, not unlike those described in cases of individuals said to be possessed by evil spirits. I recommend the study made by Zempf, Urbain, Grandier, and Loudon, and the reports made by the Reverend Richard Price concerning a number of astonishing, to say the least, exorcisms carried out in a parish near Providence. Given what I have written, we must be grateful to the librarians of the British Museum, who have never allowed consultation of the work of Al-Azif's startling work, the infamous Necronomicon. Copies of that work do exist, in spite of the zeal of book-burning inquisitors. For proof, we need look no further than the British Museum, of course, and the sealed archives of the Miskatonic University in Arkham.
Yeah, this game and its long dramatic text readings, you can even see my avatar dozing off. They're pretty funny, but it's like, I don't know. It really slows the game down, but it does add a lot of atmosphere.
Other examples of books whose evil can be unleashed by any thoughtless reader are von Jutz's Von Unersprechlichen Kulten and the abominable De Vermis Mysteries by Ludwig Prien, whose sordid death should be a lesson to all those tempted by a study of the occult.
You like how they couldn't help themselves and added literally every occult thing possible? Yeah, it seems a little excessive. Like, they were making a point of being like, oh, the Library of Derceto has like all these occult books, but it's like, you could just say that. You don't have to put them all in the game. You remember watching Retsupre play this, and they just added timestamps so viewers could skip the reading segments? I mean, I think that they're an important part of the experience, but they are like kind of a drag for a lot of people, I would say. I think that if I was not playing this on stream, I would just like be skipping through and just reading it at my own pace. And we have one more document to read, and in case it kills us, let's just save one more time.
The Book of Yael. Signs of Stone.
Oh my god.
Eucharistic Rituals of Forbidden Cults. Texts collated by Monsignor Vacher, legate in the Curia of the Vatican.
Numerous devilish cults speak of monstrous creatures called the Old Ones.
Yeah, we all know about Lovecraft.
These supernatural beings are believed to be possessed of powers equivalent to those of the gods of antique religions.
Adepts of such cults refer to forbidden literature in order to cause these frightful entities to appear before them. What serious student of folk myths has not come across the names of Cthulhu and Shub-Niggurath? It must be said that these creatures wield tremendous power and are difficult to control once they have been unleashed into the world. Those who serve He who goes in shadows protect themselves with signs of stone, carved into the walls of houses or engraved on various objects.
Are they talking about the talisman that we got? You love that? Right after I gave the virtue of the reading, bam, oh my god, yeah. I could just tell immediately. It's like, alright, it's gonna be another long ass, like, occult text and some other kind of, like, I don't know, just the same as every other book that we've been reading for the past, like, 20 fucking minutes.
For those misguided servants of evil, the best protection appears to be that afforded by the sign of the most ancient gods, engraved in Manar stone, a heavy material said to be disagreeable to the touch. The sinful practices of those who fall into such errors can only lead to the darkest of despair, and are a mortal danger to the soul. Such monsters as those invoked by these foolhardy individuals are engendered when reason drops its guard. Man is easily tempted into perversion.
Tell me about it.
It is why we must forever remain alert and renounce Satan with each breath we take. His ways are infinite in number.
Okay. You know, we haven't found, we haven't found the other record. We need to find, I think it's, Dance Macabre. In order to, get past those ghosts that are in the dining room, the ballroom, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Let's see. Could have swore there was also, like, you gotta get some poison? Something? Don't you? From somewhere. I don't know. I can't remember. Kind of like starting to realize that maybe I don't know this game quite as well as I thought. Alright, so that's obviously not the key. What is this key for? Huh? Have we like... This door was just open. I think that we will die if we go in here. Hold up. Unless... Thank you for the follow, MXBug. No, we cannot. I don't think we can get out of here. Man. Yeah, you're trapped like a rat. You can never leave the stream now. You're gonna be stuck here watching me play Alone in the Dark for the rest of eternity. Sorry to say, but you're just doomed. Is it? Am I supposed to use the pot of soup? I thought you had to like poison the soup or something. Thank you for the follow, Yurikis. Yurikis? What? Are you a fan of the series Yuri? I've never watched it, but I want to eventually. Aren't you supposed to put this? Yeah. But they all go to the soup, right? Do they all die? Not sure you're a fan, but it's a pun on it. Why would you use it as your name? If you weren't a fan. How was Shadow Hearts going? It was starting to pick up. It was getting good. At least I thought so. I think we are supposed to use the jug here, right? Oh. Alright, let's get... What the hell? Okay, well, we just died. I wanted to play more Shadow Hearts today, but I was also kinda... I don't want to be playing too many games on gamepad, like days in a row, especially with, like, I'm gonna be doing long streams over the weekend, because it hurts my hands. Oh, it's okay. It just sounds close to your usual name, which is unfortunately taken on Twitch. Okay, that's understandable. Oh, man. You had to do stuff last night, but you managed to catch the Shadow Hearts VOD this morning? Cool. Well, I hope you had fun watching it. The part where the old lady started making sound effects made you lose it? Yeah. I think that was like the high point of the entire stream. But slap, slap. That was amazing. You were gonna stream, but you had baby shower prep to do for tomorrow. Oh yeah, wow. I forgot that you had that coming up so soon. I hope your baby shower goes well. Alright. Let's try to... Is this not a jug of water? Maybe I shouldn't save my game. I don't know if we could get fucked up here. Alright, now. This door is just open now. For some reason I always thought that you had to poison the soup for these zombie guys to sit down, but I guess not. You think it might be any empty jug? Huh. How are you supposed to... I know you're supposed to put water on the cigar. Right? Am I supposed to fill it up specifically with water? Huh. Alright, we gotta load our game. Oh my god. Can't wait to see where Shadow Hearts goes eventually. It's such a cool game. I really like Covenant, so I have high hopes. Alright, what the hell? We're missing something. Snow Kadelka, it could use voice acting. Honestly, that's the main thing that's missing from the game. I just wish I wish it had voice acting. Because having to read all the dialogue is like absolutely exhausting. Alright. I'm gonna put this down. I think there was a couple of bookshelves we did not search yet. I'm glad that people are enjoying Shadow Hearts though. I was kind of worried about doing a JRPG because, you know, I've already said this like a number of times I think, but people might like miss parts and then they feel like they can't keep watching because they don't know what's going on or stuff like that. What? Why are we getting the creepy music? There are a couple of your favorite games you can't stream because of how much text you'd have to read. Which ones are you thinking of? Yeah, there's like certain games that I really like that I always think like, man, it would be fun to stream that, but then it's like Pathologic, yeah. Oh my god. Back when I used to be like a normal streamer, I tried to play that like one time, and the amount of text like trying to keep up with the chat at the same time that I was reading all the fucking text in that game like made my brain feel like it was gonna break in fucking half. They seem like really cool games though. Oh my god. So where is this shit that we need? They're basically the best games ever made, and they're like totally incompatible to live streaming. Yeah. It said there's a mechanism to trigger. Yeah, we already did that though. I'm looking for What am I doing? Man, my brain turning into pudding right now. They seem really cool. From the little bit that I played of Pathologic 1, it seemed neat, but the reason I haven't gone back to it is like it's just really hard to make yourself focus, you know, on in general, I guess. Like playing games on stream is like the most I've played games in like probably years at this point. It's like the only way I can make myself like sit down and do it. At least for like PC games, just cause I don't know. It's just hard to make yourself sit down and play fucking PC games. Do we have to go to the bathroom? No, but all of the rooms. No, there was a barrel of water somewhere, wasn't there? Hey, hey. The jug thing? Yeah, the barrel of... There was like a barrel of water somewhere, right? Cool. We had a moment. We both thought of it at the same time. That's why you want to start streaming. You like games but you have no attention span anymore. Yeah, it's a huge problem. Especially like any kind of longer game. For some reason, I was able to play through Yakuza Kiwami just fine. But that's like a particular kind of game that like kind of keeps you playing. And you're bad at talking to people otherwise. Yeah, same here. It's kind of it's easier, definitely. Than just like talking to random ass people or even like people that I know sometimes, but it can be difficult. Sometimes I just like don't know what to say. Like, and I don't want to act like I'm like ignoring people's like messages or anything, but I don't know. It's just like awkward. It's really hard to talk in other people's chats too. Alright, now we got the fucking jug. Let's do this. Jug. Where are you? No. Alright, no, we have to actually load because if I take damage here, I'm worried I will die later. I have to save as much health as possible. Where's the jug? Yeah. Yes, alright. We did not take damage, thank God. You feel that? It's easier when there's like a game in front of everyone that everyone can say stuff about. Yeah. It makes it considerably easier. Ooh, that looks cool. And another book. Great. Our favorite. Is this the room that we can use that key on? Yeah, and this is where we use that cavalry saber. I was mistaken. Earlier I said that you need the cavalry saber to defeat the... No. I said that we need the cavalry saber to defeat the pirate, but actually it's for this. But we don't want to go down there yet. We have a few records. Another book. You shouldn't have infogrames. How much of the space was compressed audio of people reading books? I mean, it was a CD-ROM game, wasn't it? No, this was a floppy game. This was 1992. Audio is most of the space of most games. You remember when games started being like 50 gigs, it was because they were being released with tons of uncompressed audio in every language. Yeah, it's I don't know, it's kind of weird. I remember when like a big game was like 2 gigabytes. So strange to think about the progression. You had a CD version. This had a CD version, and if you've got voice acting, that's the one you're playing. Huh. And that would make sense. This much voice acting in a floppy game sounds unfeasible. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, floppy disk is only a few megabytes. Now that I think about it. All right, let's read another book.
The Tale of Captain J.W. Norton of the Army of the Union.
Oh boy.
1862. The South was in collapse. Louisiana was open to us. I had each day to requisition victuals for our troops, and was aided in this endeavor by a score of brave men. Rebels were not yet ready to lay down their arms. The region was far from safe. I headed further and further west, and questioned many freed slaves. From them, I learned of a plantation on the coast. Its name was Derceto. We received a less than hearty welcome. Only Pickford, the owner, behaved in a friendly manner. While my men counted cattle and grain reserves, I learned what I could from him. Man was most unusual and possessed an extraordinarily cultured mind. At nightfall, I gave orders for the men to bivouac at Derceto. Pickford invited my second-in-command, Lieutenant Patterson, and myself to dine. And our host proved a most entertaining conversationalist. While coffee was being served, Patterson went to inspect the men's camp. The cigar Pickford offered me was so acrid that my head began to spin.
It's growing some of that colonial kush.
I remembered campfire tales of fellow officers trapped by devilish Confederate tricks. My mind floated in a foul and dense fog, from which emerged the enlarged and deformed face of Pickford. He grinned at me. Patterson's return chased off the nightmare. I heard shouts and firing from outside and found the strength to take out my revolver. I fired 3 shots. Pickford fell to the floor. Patterson then helped me out of the burning house. The air was filled with smoke. We resembled a company in disorderly retreat. I saw slaves leaping into the flames of that inferno. They were trying to save Pickford's life.
So, what? Is that just kind of like trying to clue you in, like you need to put out the cigar because the cigar is a problem, or what? I want to just take a little, like a momentary break to solve the ballroom puzzle before we read another goddamn book. Alright, let's get the gramophone. We don't want that record. If I remember, this is really dangerous. This room is dangerous as hell. Yep, the Dance of Death. Please don't run into me. Oh. Nah. Nah. No, go away. look how blocky they are. But the way that they rendered the dress is actually like really cool. It has that like satiny kind of look to it. Oh, no. Maybe I should reposition myself in the room a little better. That's just gonna kill us, so there's no point. What's the other record? Posthumous Opus number 69. Nice. Alright. Let's use this. I really wish I could consistently get her to run. It would make this game a lot easier. Oh, god damn it. Ah! Ah! Let's try once again. I just don't know why. Like, these are both like GOG versions. And it's like, Alone in the Dark 2, there's no trouble with it. at all. I can make Carnby run every single time. Okay. What? Did they just all die? Oh, I guess so. You can just listen to this little song, little compressed version of the song. Pretty cool song. Is that how you say his name? What is that item? The fuck? Is that like some kind of glitch or something? Oh, we're just gonna die if we go in there. Okay. Her face is like never stops being truly ridiculous. No matter how many times you play this game. Alright, I think that we're ready to go into the end game, right? I think so. It always bothered me that it looks like this staircase, you would like walk down a few steps and then hit your head on the floor. I don't know. It looks kind of wrong. Wait, we didn't read this yet, did we?
Memories by Alistair Boleskine. Printed in London, A. Machin, editor.
It was during a conversation with G that one first heard of the New England fishing village of Eye. The area was apparently the ideal place from which to witness unusual phenomena in space. The quality of the air, along with the conjunction of several favorable factors, made one impatient to get started. Having gleaned what information one could from the British Museum, one set off with all haste.
Ever heard of IG? Makes me think of House of the Dead 2. Yeah, suffer like G did. I love that game so much. I want to play Typing of the Dead sometime. Apparently it runs well on Windows 10 without modification, so that could be fun.
One's work on space and comets in particular had met with a warm response, and one thought it judicious to include several original sketches of the phenomenon, sketches which one felt were sure to arouse a great deal of keen interest in the scientific circles of 1834. One refers naturally to the passage of Halley's comet.
Editor's note: Lord Boleskine's memoirs end at this point. Who knows what extraordinary contributions he might still have made had he not succumbed during his visit to New England to dementia, followed by an early death in St. Andrew's Hospital.
Okay. I wonder if there's any more health items in the game. We have like pretty low health, and you can get fucked over pretty easily at the end of the game. Yeah, I guess he succumbed to dementia. That's why his memoirs are so short. That's all he could remember. We don't need all these, do we? All these goddamn daggers. I think that maybe the guns become useless pretty soon. I can't remember though. I can't remember what we need the talisman for either. This ought to be fun? Question mark. Dropping our collection of knives all over the floor. Alright, let's go. I think this is the end game, as far as I can remember. I think we're all set. I don't... Oh man, this shit. It's like the donut blocks in Mario. There's just this creepy looking tunnel. Makes me feel kind of uneasy. Whoops. In this tunnel, there is... Pretty disagreeable guy. Yeah, this guy. The laughing worm. Oh, and one of these guys. Fuck you. Oh no. No. Fuck off. Oh, I'm dead. I can't attack him. No. Oh my god. I just think it's really funny that all of the combat in the Alone in the Dark games is just whoever attacks first wins, because you will be stun locked no matter what. It's just kind of hilarious. I think that stun locking is like one of the funniest things in all video games. It's just so ridiculous. Alright, we killed that guy. We're down to 2 health. This is bad. Can we get some damn first aid? Something? If someone attacked you IRL, you would probably get stun locked. Yeah. That's how I always kind of feel. When I think about, like, if someone tried to fight me, they'd probably just like knock me down and just hit me over and over and over. Fights are scary. I always think about this one time that I went over to this guy's house in my old city because I was getting weed from him, and he just made us watch like IRL videos of people fighting, like really like real scary fights. It was like horrifying. Where does this go to? Oh yeah, this leads back to the cellar. We don't want to go in there. I'm just gonna load again. I want to try and not take that damage that we took from that fucking fur ball. Where's the revolver? That thing is really funny looking. Okay, did I get hit? Alright, we are all good. Go, go, go! Go, go! Emily! I think a lot of people know that one guy who was way too interested in those street fight videos and also knives. There was a guy that I went to high school with who had like a, what is it called? Like a balisong? A butterfly knife. He would like take it out in fucking like restaurants and stuff. Just start playing with it. And the people who were there would get mad, obviously, because it's fucking scary to have someone whip out a damn knife in the middle of like a burrito place. Okay, we just dropped down. Did we take damage from that? No, that's good. Alright. Now, at this point in the game... Uh-oh. Oh my god. We gotta fucking book it. Oh no. Yeah, the lamp goes off. The cartridges are wet. So now we can't use our guns anymore. And the lamp is out. And I think that the matches are ruined too. Can we... How do you get out of this? Okay. Wet gun. Sounds cool. Wait. Can... Yeah, see the rifle has 0 cartridges now. I think that... Yeah, the revolver actually still works though. I don't know what the reasoning is there, but I don't really know anything about guns, so... Uh-oh. What is that? What is that? What are you? What the fuck is that thing? Can I fight this guy? Oh, look at its butt. What the fuck is this guy supposed to even be? You feel like you should probably be more afraid of fights than you are? Do you get into fights a lot? Sounds scary. Yeah, I don't remember the spiderette with sunglasses either, Dot. I don't know what's going on. Alright, so something real fun here. Real quote-unquote fun. At this point in the game, you are required to use a command that you've never used before, and it's not really pointed out to you. Suddenly, in the actions menu, we have a jump command, which has never been there before until we entered this part of the game. Interesting. So now we have platforming in a game that looks and plays like this. Which is like, you know, basically a torture device from hell. Oh. Can we kill this bird? Okay, great. Kind of worried that we're gonna run out of bullets, but we'll probably be okay. Are you familiar with this game, Buried Salmon? You just don't have the neurons of punch fear anymore from growing up around fights? Well... I guess that's maybe an asset in some ways? Question mark? Oh my god. You watched someone play all 3 of the DOS ones? I remember, I think the way that I got into playing these games was, there was it's like a really old Something Awful Let's Play. The person didn't even have a microphone. Somebody named Mallory, I think? From like the Something Awful Let's Play forums. That's what you were thinking. It's like almost good, but probably bad. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell what you should even be feeling about that. These tunnels freak me out. They look gross. Huh, what's this? Okay. Wow, did you see that thing? Can we get this? Uh-oh. Go, 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 go! Ah! Go, Emily! This is scary as fuck. Kind of hard to tell what direction she's facing. Oh my god. You tried playing the one on Dreamcast when you were like 10, but you got scared and didn't get far? It sounds like it's kind of a silly game. I remember finding or reading about the weapons in it. There's like a a double-barreled revolver and a triple-barreled shotgun in the game. Sounds like really cartoony. Find a gem. Okay. And a book. Great. Another fucking book. Yeah, I'm curious about that one. I was thinking it's on my list of games to play. Maybe after we play the 3 of these, just to see the trajectory of the series after that point. It has an insane Game Boy Color port with randomized battles. Really? I think I've seen screenshots of that game before, but didn't know about that. Can I do anything with this? Push? Oh. Emily is strong enough to push a gigantic boulder that is like taller than her. That makes a sound like a cabinet being pushed across the floor. Alright. I'm kind of running on instinct at this point. I really don't remember most of the game at this point. I know you have to throw the lantern at some point. Emily confirms stronger than Chris Redfield. Well, she didn't destroy the boulder by punching it with her bare hands, so, you know, I think the jury's still out, perhaps. What's the gem for? What? Speed versus power? Yeah, I guess so. Oh, let's see. Oh, this part. Fuck. All right. The echoey footsteps are so funny. Let's see. Oh my god. I don't think there's any like necessary items in here that are like missable. Like I would be like completely paralyzed if there were. What? Where are we supposed to be going? You hate this kind of area in any game, even recent games do it. Yeah, it's not really fun at all. Okay, we found it. Sweet. Okay, okay. Here we go, here we go. I think this is the final challenge. This is fucked up. We're probably gonna... This is gonna be so hard. Oh, man. Yep. Oh, God. You have to come over here. I think we're fucked. I think we're boned. Yeah, we're fucking dead. What do we do? There's that little fucking swamp man comes out. Let's take out the revolver. The lamp goes off. Oh, can we please move, Emily? Move. That dude took the fireball for us. Awesome. I think those guys might repeatedly spawn though, if I remember correctly. Yeah, alright. So we want to use the lighter. Okay, the lamp is on. Oh, but we're fucked. We're gonna fucking die. No, we did it. Right? What? What the hell just happened there? Alright. Ah, this shit is weird as fuck. It's so janky. Alright. We want to use the lighter. Then I think we're boned. Please? Oh, god damn it. Yeah, I don't know why it boomeranged like that. It didn't make any sense. You have to do this, like I remember. Please? The lamp goes off. No. This sucks. The tree is cool. It's just too bad that this part is kind of a pain in the ass. No, we want to throw the lamp. You have to do this. Oh, I'm fucked. This sucks ass. Alright, the lamp is lit at the save, right? Throw. Why? Why? Alright. I remember this happening the last time that I tried to play this game as well. Kind of annoying, but... Okay, the lamp is already lit. So the lamp, we have confirmed the lamp is lit. And that guy's sinking. What? The timing is like very unfair. Oh my god. Why does it boomerang back? This is so fucking bizarre. Why is this happening? Like, the animation of Emily throwing the lantern is so long that... Can we please... No. The lamp goes off. It's like really difficult to tell exactly where she's like aiming either. What a mysterious game. Tell me about it. This is the worst part. I always remember this because when I streamed this a few years ago during the normal times, this was the real bastard part of the game. Right. Please, this time. Can you do it? Please. No. Did not work. I am going to scream. This sucks so much. But I know this is what you're supposed to do. Let's see. The lamp goes off. Why? Well, where am I supposed to fucking throw it from then? Look at that guy. He looks so jolly. I like him. Oh. Oh man. What a drag. Oh, now he's gonna get us. Oh my god. We could take exactly 2 fireballs. Alright, let's kite kite him around until he disappears, and then save again? Can I throw it from over here? No, that's not working. Alright, I have to look and see. Am I doing something wrong? Oh, I'm so stupid. You guys. You're supposed to use the talisman. I forgot that's what it was used for. I'm so stupid. There. The fireballs have stopped. And now we can throw the oil lantern. Yeah, there we go. Cool. That just looked like some fucking MS Paint drawings. Yep, let's get the fuck out of here without getting crushed. Please, Emily, please. Run. The climactic escape sequence. And now, for some reason, you use the hook on this door. Not really sure why, but okay. Hey, wait. I just realized we have another book. Stop the escape.
Memoirs of a Lost Soul.
The mask must fall. You who discover this manuscript understand this. I am here at your side. I am waiting in the darkness of my crypt. Soon you will belong to me. One of my slaves wrote this document. I have lived for 3 centuries, and my name is Ezekiel Prext, or Elijah Pickford. You may choose which to call me.
Mantor Handhook Cardor, yes.
I do not hide out of fear. My power is immense. I have sailed the 7 seas. My ship, the Astarte, spread terror through all the continents. The corsairs judged me like the Welsh judges of 1620, but they could not destroy me, and neither could the pirates. Now, I am immobilized.
Is he the tree?
Damned Yankees! Witchcraft, voodoo, and the Cthulhu cult. I know them all. I have reigned and implored the stones. Only the Chthonian haunts the cavern and resists me, but he dare not attack. I have need of a living body to regenerate myself. The Heartwoods managed to escape from me, but you who are reading these words, you will yield to my embrace.
I think we already killed you, dude.
I hear your ragged breath and smell the stench of your fear. I have vanquished death. I built Derceto. I know what it is to wait. Cthulhu helps me. My servants will lay you upon the sacrificial stone. My roar will rend the night. You will be mine, and I shall reign once more.
Oh my.
Come to me.
Yeah, I think they've mentioned Cthulhu like a few times, like in some of the other books. They name a bunch of stuff. Like they talked about Arkham and a bunch of other Lovecraft shit, which I only know about from like other like stuff ripping off H.P. Lovecraft. You love when notes in horror games are like, I'm a fucked up creepy guy and I'm behind you right now? Yeah, that's the best kind of horror game note. I like how we didn't read that until after he was like dead already. We got this way? Ah, yeah, alright, I know where we are. Oh, no, we need to go this way. Ah. Right, we go to this door. And use the hook again, right? Yeah, okay. I don't know why the hook opens the door. It seems kind of like, how would you build a mechanism like that? Huh? Weren't we here earlier? No, we don't want to go this way. Alright, Emily, please. We're on a time limit here. Alright, so I assume we have to go down here. So this is where... No, but there isn't a way back up, is there? Unless Emily can leap that high to get up there. I guess we'll see. Oh no, that's fine. She can just do it. She's like a, you know, Olympic gymnast. Hello? What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, I read like one Lovecraft story one time. Like, I think Color Out of Space was the one that I read. His writing is really boring. Oh. Ah. What the hell did we do then? Let's go back the other way. More platforming. He tried to read one of his things and it was just boring. Yeah. That's basically the experience. It takes like immense concentration to even get through one, and then you're just kind of like, why did I do that? I assume this is where we're supposed to go. I don't know if there's an actual time limit or not. Are we in actual danger? Like... Oh. Yeah, okay. Richard Stanley did a reading for Color Out of Space, which was pretty cool. Yeah, it seems like maybe somebody reading the story out loud could make it more interesting. Just, I don't know. I've always kind of wanted to read more like horror writing, you know, but it's difficult to concentrate enough to get into it. Okay, where are we going? There was that one place. Oh, man, I feel so stupid. Where the hell? There was a place I remember that we got to that had remember there was like that hole that went into the cellar where those weird screeching rats were? Made like a bird noise. Oh, we can't jump that high, of course. They just made a movie of that novel? Really? Wasn't there like a... Wait, he's the director. Oh. Yeah, wasn't that... It's like a black and white movie that was made like kind of recently. I can't tell where I am. Yeah, Alan Wakes Alone in the Dark. How I missed you. Hi, Stunts. You've already seen this game before, so... I like how the dramatic music just stopped. Like, it's fine. The game is like, alright, we understand. It's like impossible to find your fucking way out of this place, so... We'll just stop trying to fool you. Nick Cage is in it? Huh. There's a black and white Call of Cthulhu movie. It's pretty book accurate. It's come out a few years ago. Huh. What am I supposed to be doing? How do I get out of here? Yeah, all the characters in this game, they look fucking bizarre. Didn't we... What am I... feel very stupid right now. I don't know where I'm supposed to be. Oh. I feel stupid because I am stupid. Alright, hold on. They look like generic puppets, yeah. Bob's Burgers humans. I've never been a super big fan of that show. I think it's maybe the music or something. As far as like American cartoons go, especially like I don't know, stuff like that style of cartoon. I mostly only watch like Simpsons and like King of the Hill. Alright, now I know where we need to go. You binge watched all of it last January in a massive depression and you don't remember any of it. What the fuck? Stunts? That seems kind of surprising for you. Why did you pick specifically that show? I like how vanquishing the evil means that the rats like disappear from the cellar. It's kind of funny. Stunts, do you remember last time when I played this game? We got stuck at that fucking final room where I kept trying to throw the lantern. The same thing happened this time. I didn't learn anything. There are no evil rats. All rats are good and pure. Alright, finally. We have reached the end of the game. Just calmly walks away from the house. I'm glad that's over. The best twist ending of all time. I love this game so fucking much. Well, it's always fun to play through this game again. I could have done it a lot faster, but it's not even a closed car. She can just get out, yeah. But I mean, you know, she's trapped by the power of the skeleton. It's just a normal benevolent Ghost Rider, and he's taking her to Quiznos. That sounds nice. Probably use a sandwich after all that. Exhausted. Doing all that jumping. Throwing lanterns around. Throwing big statues around. Does anything happen? Is there any credits or anything? Okay. Okay. Well, that's that, I guess. Huh? Well, if you've never seen that game before, now you know what Alone in the Dark 1 is like. You feel like if you fought through a horror game scenario, the absolute first thing you would do is get food, like before wash the monster blood off. Yeah, agreed. No credits, just the world's most annoying bird. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Pretty annoying sound effect. Yeah, it's an amazing game. It's really, really crusty. Like, Jesus Christ, even for the time. But, I don't know. Did anything like this really exist at this time? That's cool. I think I remember hearing about this in, like, games magazines in the 90s. Like, maybe in, like, articles like the best horror games of all time or something. And I always thought it sounded interesting, but I was like a child and I was like, how am I going to get my hands on this game? Because, you know, I can only play games that were sold at like Target or like Best Buy or whatever. So, and by the time I even knew about it, it was like, you know, the late 90s or the early 2000s. It keeps the trend of that review you posted. Love this game. It really tests your patience. Yep. That's pretty much like every game that we've played so far. But a stiff game, but it has so many ideas. Yeah, it's really ahead of its time. You know, people used to like to say like, oh, you know, this is like the direct predecessor of like Resident Evil. But you know, these days if you say that, everyone will go, no, it's Sweet Home. It's Sweet Home is the original Resident Evil. You know, I think that like both, there's probably like some inspiration from both there. Yeah. Yeah, it's a cool game. I like it a lot. The graphics, the music, the voice acting. Oh, the voice acting. Well, I think the voice acting in Alone in the Dark 2 is possibly even better. And even though Alone in the Dark 2 is like significantly more fucking broken than this game is, I think that one is even more fun, honestly. Kind of after this point, the series completely abandons the like Lovecraftian premise and goes into being just kind of like horror themed like adventure games. You get why people say Sweet Home, but RE is clearly based on this game's aesthetic model. Yeah, it's kind of like a little bit of both. We should group watch the film? What? The Uwe Boll Alone in the Dark film? Is that what you're talking about? I don't know about that, Sons. I don't know if I can handle that. I watched the Uwe Boll Postal movie years ago. I think it was like 2009. I think it was back when you could still get DVDs from Netflix. Yeah, with the post-credits scene that's in first person as evil monsters killing people. What? What? You think you can still get DVDs from Netflix in 2021? Really? They still have that option? Because that's kind of good. That's kind of a good option, you know? Especially considering, like, have you guys ever gotten a Blu-ray from, like, Redbox? And it's like a Blu-ray they specifically manufactured so that you can't watch the special features on it? That's evil. Wonder if Netflix has the real ones. Either that or the Doom movie. Any game movie with a first-person sequence. You don't think you've ever used a Blu-ray? What? What? Or are you making a joke about the way that I pronounce Blu-ray? Besides like a blue PS4 disc? Really? They're not that really different in quality. I kind of prefer VHS tapes for watching movies anyway. Like, you'd believe it because there's a lot of places in the USA alone where the internet isn't good enough to stream Netflix. Yeah, that's a good point. The only reason you have a physical collection is for special features. Yeah, I mean, they're interesting. If you're into it, that's like a nice perk to have the physical copy. You've only ever rented Blu-rays? Most of the Blu-rays I have are like anime that I got on sale. Which is like, I don't know, I feel like animation is maybe the only thing you can really justify like getting Blu-ray. It's like, you never used a Blu-ray, but you're a poor Latin American. I mean, they're really not that good. Like the quality of them is not that great for anything except for like anime that you could just torrent the Blu-ray rip. The first Blu-ray player you got was your PS4, and that was in like 2018, long after you watched everything on DVD. By the time you were lucid enough to know what movies you wanted to watch and had the resources to watch them, easiest way was just hard drive. Yeah. Or some more supporting smaller companies that do scans of old shitty movies nobody cares about. Like Severin Films and Vinegar Syndrome? I've never heard of those. You bought an SD DVD copy of the Evil Dead trilogy because the box art is sick. The third movie has a dodgy print. Huh? Like on the DVD? I mean, you can always get like a PS3 probably, like cheap at this point. Those play Blu-rays. Remember, like, wasn't that kind of a selling point of like the PS3? even though it was like $700 fucking dollars at the time. The last third of the movie is weirdly blurry. That sucks. I really hate when like physical releases of media have like bad quality. Like my former roommate gave me the Lucky Star, the Sentai Filmworks like Lucky Star release that had like a DVD and Blu-ray in it for Christmas last year, the year before last or something. And for some reason the DVD release was like fine, but the Blu-ray version was like JPEG artifacted as fuck. It was really weird. You know someone who bought a 360 to watch the HD disc Blu-ray competitor format and would smugly show us how cheap the full compilation of Heroes was for it. Wow, Heroes. What a steal. I remember HD DVD had that weird ass little disc drive that you like plug into the USB port. What a weird fucking what a weird time. The PS3 was the cheapest Blu-ray player that you could update the firmware on for years. What is the use of updating firmware for Blu-rays? What a stupid time. I kind of remember seeing like HD DVDs at the bookstore in my area when I was in like high school and just being like, man, that is not going to take off. Wonder what happened to the Timeline HD DVD one. Well, it's a pretty grim story. I don't know. I think it would be fine if we were all still using VHS tapes. I still like them. The nice thing about VHS is like if you go to like Goodwill or to like Value Village or Half Price Books or something, you can get like all kinds of movies for like 50 cents to $1. Like all kinds of like weird ass movies you like half remember from like the 90s or the 2000s. In the HD DVD timeline, Gact is the president of America. Can you please explain why the sequence of events that leads to this? I'm interested. Remember like mini discs also and UMDs? When I think of UMDs, I just think of the Spider-Man movies. What a stupid fucking format. Well, it all began when Yahoo bought Google. It's sad. Yahoo's like still around, but like what are they even? They bought Tumblr, right? Remember that? The great acquisitions of history. Yahoo buying Tumblr, IMVU buying Fur Affinity. What else? Other just like pointless acquisitions. And sold it for a huge loss. Yeah, they did. It's fucking hilarious. Game Boy Video. Oh my god. Tumblr is owned by Verizon now? Yeah, IMVU bought Fur Affinity years ago, and they were managing it until like just a couple weeks ago, I think. The fact that the guy who owned Fur Affinity went into massive debt to buy it back from IMVU. Yeah, I like Fur Affinity. It's a great website. It's just going into debt for Fur Affinity? I don't know. I guess if he wants to. UMDs look cool. Optical disc and cool plastic casing never succeeded in the West. Yeah, it's kind of a strange format, kind of between a disc and a cartridge. Does that? No, it doesn't keep them safe from like dust or anything, does it? This is a strange thing. I'm glad the PSP is like so easy to emulate because I think that having UMDs would be like kind of a pain in the ass. They get so dusty? Oh no. And you cannot get the dust out. That is terrible. Hell, yeah. Don't know if you liked carrying UMDs around. Feels nostalgic, but yeah. PSP's own, honestly. You still use your hacked one constantly. Yeah, you could put all kinds of emulators and shit on them, right? It's cool. It's actually your go-to for listening to music outside on headphones. There was somebody in Discord earlier, I can't remember who it was, that was talking about the same thing, and somebody else was like, yeah, I use my PS Vita to listen to music. I was like, whoa, I was kind of like shocked by the number of people who use PSPs and PS Vitas as like MP3 players. What is the appeal of it? Just that it's available? Used to use the PSP navigation add-on for car GPS. That's impressive. What the fuck? PSP is really cool. There's a lot of awesome games on it, like the Ridge Racer PSP game. That game is amazing. Super fun. I think that's the Ridge Racer of the Ridge Racer meme. People don't know that it's good. You remember watching people using PSPs for watching videos and listening to music back in like 09? I guess that was before like smartphones were really like super hugely widespread yet. That was like iPhone was still kind of the only game in town, right? You still keep an old DS because of official Japanese dictionaries that are hard to run on Android or PSE. That's awesome. That's really cool. Does it have like handwriting recognition for like looking up kanji and stuff? That's awesome. Can we watch E3 press conferences on stream? Is there, I don't know, is there any copyright problem with that? I guess there might be like licensed music in them or something, but probably not tonight. I'm a little tired. It's also, we're about to cross the threshold of when I don't want to be too loud and bother my neighbors. Sounds like a good way to practice, yeah. Never thought about DS as a dictionary. Yeah, it's got a touchscreen built in, and using a stylus for writing is like a lot better than, you know, using your big human fingers. Watch one of the old ones where Nintendo brought a PowerPoint with word art. That's fucking awesome. What year would that be in? Maybe we could watch that some other day. I love video games so much. What a stupid industry. But so magical at the same time. There are multiple in the GameCube era. The Korg synth for DS is honestly pretty good. I remember hearing that. It's like really full featured, right? Kind of weird. Wonder if anybody used that for like making music. There's gotta be somebody out there who's like still using that. Plugging the headphone jack into like the line in on their like 4-track recorder or something. They used that on a Shushu album? Cool. Still never heard them. I just know that every time Shushu comes up, my friend says, oh, I like Shushu, but the guy is just so intense or something like that. She seems like taken aback by how out of control the Shushu guy is, but I don't really know what he does or anything, so it's a mystery. Are they good? Or he's hot? Okay. Sounds good. Is he like a catastrophically depressed hot guy or something? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's super miserable. Ooh. Nice. I can make macaroni and cheese for him and then he'll cheer up. He'll be all better. It's all that he needs. Ah. Oh, well, I probably should. I don't know. I'm not super hungry, but I feel like I need to eat more today. So I'll probably be getting going now and go give the bunny some attention. And yeah, so tomorrow we'll be on again with Shadow Hearts at like 3 p.m. Eastern time, noon Pacific. I don't know what times for anywhere else. Yeah, thanks everybody for coming. It was really fun. And if you want to join the Discord server, I guess on the PC, you can find the link in the about section. Yep, it was fun. Thanks for coming. I'm gonna add a panel to the page so that the Discord is not so hard to find. It's still kind of like unorganized, but yeah. Thank you. All right. Well, see you later, y'all. Have a good night.